Welcome back, participants. Before starting, I would like to know, everybody are from which place? I am from Mysore, Karnataka. How about you all? One by one can tell. Nagashri, Bharti, Anthony, Farheen. Same Rita
Thank you,
which
ma'am.
I did before.
हाँ जी मैम.
Oh, okay. Hi, Rita. I'm sorry. I
Hi,
thought
ma'am.
दूसरी कोई Rita है.
No, it's me,
Okay.
my mate
Okay.
sheet.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, Rita.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Any?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So this is an example where the core beliefs, especially for Mr. Anthony who asked this question, with the example, you can utilize this worksheet. So here, what is your core belief? For example, I think one of our participants gave an example about the curly hairs, isn't it? So let's keep that as an example that I believe my curly hairs are not good. So before going to that example, let us understand what example they've already given. No one likes me. It's a simple, straight statement. And these days, you can see that even children come and tell you if something goes wrong in the school, they come and tell you that, "Ma'am, I don't think so. Anybody likes me in the school. Nobody likes me in the class also." So it's a simple statement which kids do give. So when they have a core belief, now again, as a therapist, it's an important thing that you need to understand. There are two modalities of understanding this core belief. One, the information which supports the core belief of the child, and information that does not support the core belief of the child. So imagine that this was told by one of your client, comes and tells that no one likes me. Ask that person or give an empty worksheet like this. Ask that person, okay, fine, I understand what you're saying, but I would like to request you that can you please write down all the points which supports your statement. You said that you're not liked by anybody. So he writes that okay, fine, accepted. That is the thought which will be supported by information I integrated into my core belief. My friend didn't answer the phone when I called. The cashier at grocery store was unfriendly. My boss gave me some negative feedback at work. Getting the work. So try to understand these are the three incidents which would have happened the same day, and that person comes to a conclusion stating that, jumping into conclusion, okay, stating that nobody likes me. You say, okay, fine, I understand. Can this information be in another way where you feel that doesn't support your statement? He says, yes. Then you write down. He says that I was invited to a co-worker's birthday party. Okay. So my friend didn't answer the phone when I called. I was invited to a co-worker's birthday party. Customer at my job always seems happy to talk with me. Okay. Which means, like, for example, if the person is already working in an office and if he feels that, nobody likes me, nobody should invite him, isn't it? Somebody has invited him for the party and his customers are happy to talk to him. My friend called to check in when I was sick. So this is something I feel that, okay, my statement can be a little different. Now, again, this is your task now. You have to modify it. I was asked out on a date, but it must have been out of pity. I am close with my parents, but they are my parents, so they don't count. My friend gave me a birthday present, but only because I gave them one. So again, it is a modified, okay, which integrating your core beliefs, positive and negative together. Now, this sort of worksheet, when you try giving, I'll share this worksheet, okay? You can just take down only the empty one and you can give it to your client to understand a specific core belief. Because the moment when you give pen and paper, no, most of them they'll be happy to explain it in a better way than verbally. I think a written part would be really nice. I think this you can give it to your client. The other worksheet, I'll be showing it to you. Just a moment. Whoever comes and tells whether it is a fact or opinion, you need to check. So imagine that with the instruction you want to give, with the practice, you can get better at spotting the difference between the fact and opinion. Read each of the statement below and identify if they are fact or opinion. I listened to my friend talk about their bad day. Whether it is a fact or an opinion. I am a good friend. Is it a fact or it's an opinion? I am ugly. Whether it's a fact or an opinion. So these sort of things, there are many. You can find almost 15 statements wherein the positive statements are also available and the negative are also available. You need to check whether it is a fact or opinion. And you need to tell that person, see, out of emotion, don't try to write whatever you want or wherever you want, you don't take it. So just think logically, understand if at all, if somebody tells that, if you feel that I'm ugly, you use the previous worksheet. After that worksheet, you try to ask whether it is just was an opinion by your friends or family, or was it you is who is feeling that you're ugly. If at all, if you feel that it's a fact that a person genuinely feels that she is ugly or he is ugly, try working on that cognitive distortion. Because nobody in the world can feel that I am ugly without anybody's opinion. Imagine a person who is not in a good looking, but somebody comes and tells that, you look so beautiful. You must have seen so many videos and photos and other stuff who are specially abled and other people on social media. And there are so many positive comments, right? How beautiful they are. Wherein you know very well that, in fact, they might not be that beautiful the way you are seeing the, what do you call, the comments. Okay. This worksheet also can be used. Next. Worry exploration. This is nice. Imagine that this is another worksheet. All I'll be sharing all the worksheets with you all. Okay, because day after tomorrow, some more worksheets will be adding along with some information. When you're worried about something, it's easy to imagine the worst thing that could possibly happen. In reality, these worries may never come true. What could happen, could have happened, isn't the same that what will happen. For example, try understanding that if a person is writing these days examination season, right? Students are writing plus 2 exams. So if a person comes and tells you that the 3 papers went really very well, the fourth paper I don't know, I'm a little worried about. Okay, little worried is fine, but all of a sudden fifth sixth paper is fine, then till the examination results the person start feeling he might fail in one subject or he might get very very less marks in a different way. So throughout that episode or throughout 1.5 to 2 months, he is going to lose all the positive hours whatever he is getting in his life. He'll utilize all those hours in negative form. So whenever you get the child like that with negative thought or whoever client with any other situation, try asking that what is something that you're worried about. A person can come and tell you that I feel, yeah, one example, I think, is it you who had given me now example now that she attempted twice on life. So you can ask that lady, then the lady will definitely tell that I'm worried about losing out everything just because my husband is not in a position to earn and repay the debt, and I might lose everything whatever I have accumulated, and my children will not be having any sort of positive fortune in future. So this is her worry. So think about what will happen instead of could happen can help you worry less. Whenever you start to worry, answer these questions. What are some clues that your worry will come true, will not come true? She can say that, in case if my husband quits alcohol and start earning back, and if I can be able to help him out in financial aspect by, joining hands with him probably I will not be in a position that I will be losing everything, right? So I will be able to help my family, and even when, if he, in case if he can change, all of a sudden people changing themselves in substance use disorders is very rare. They would definitely require medications, therapies, and rehabilitation and other stuff. So in case if situation changes there, the worry will not come true, is it? She will not lose anything. If your worry does not come true, what probably happen instead? I think I might live my life very happy. I think my children will also be happy, just because we, as a parent, we are happy and we will be able to give whatever they require it in their life. If the worry does come true, how you will handle it? Will you eventually be okay? What might happen for example, if the worry is come true, probably the assets, whatever they've made, would be taken away by the bank people. Example, she might have to start right from the zero. So before going to the zero situation, she is trying to leave the hope of living, in her life. So here, even in case if you bring that catastrophizing situation, that what will happen if something goes wrong, she should be able to answer. The answer should not be that I will commit suicide. No. What else apart from suicide? What do you have any other options? Do you have some supportive family members? Are you educated? Do you think that even children can study in government schools till you earn little better? Something like that you can ask. After answering this question, how has your worry changed? Utilize, because these questions, if you ask verbally, no, you might get answers in a very short form. If you take the prints and give it to the patient, she will be able to answer it by taking some time. Irrespective of she's taking 10-15 minutes extra, it's fine. But she's feeling little relaxed while answering this question. All right. So I think this questionnaire also, or the worksheet, can also be utilized. Behavioral experiment again. Our thoughts and beliefs determine how we feel and how we act at any given moment, isn't it? Even thoughts that are irrational impact our mood and behavior, often negatively. A behavioral experiment is a tool for testing our thoughts and beliefs and replacing those that are irrational with the healthy alternatives. Thought to test. What is the thought or the belief you would like to test? Okay, so it can be anything. I mean, these are the empty things which I'm going to share with you. Try filling out either by having that data which your patients had already given to you. You can fill it and try analyzing, okay, how things would have taken in a different way in therapy. How can you test this thought? When will you run the experiment? What do you think will happen during the experiment? How will you expect feel after experiment? Very bad, neutral, or very good? For example, again, outcome again. What happened during the experiment? Given the evidence from the experiment, what is your new thought? Okay. For example, I think one of the participants spoke about superstitious beliefs. So one person can come and tell that, I have a thought or belief that superstitions or the powers are still there in the world. I believe that specific person is having more power and he can resolve my problem. Okay. Now it's an experiment. How can you test this thought? There is no other question. I mean, there is no option at all in the patient, because the patient cannot go to that faith healer and ask that I want to test you or experiment. The faith healer neither can prove that I can do this. So try utilizing some knowledge in terms of asking the co-therapist that yes, if at all, if this person is believing so much on this person, so has something happened? Whether it was just an incident, whether it was a coincidence, whether it was done by that person itself. So if you choosing co-therapist, try to choose a person who is little flexible, who can understand in a logical way. So give example or experiment in a way that, the thought can be little amended by going 100% belief. Or belief should be there at least 50% or 40%, but at least you can bring back the what do you call the percentage of the belief. Okay. And what do you think will happen during the experiment? For example, if you ask the person that, I would like to know that if you really want to experiment that faith healer, you can go and ask the faith healer that you would like to know that whether that person is having so much power or not. And if the faith healer is trying to prove you in a different way, try to see. In case the prediction, for example, she or he comes and tells you that, no, I cannot go and ask the faith healer. Why? What happened? The outcome would be a little different. Why? No, I feel that faith healer might take it a little personally and may not be able to help me out in the process of experiment again. So then the outcome again is a part of again prediction. Outcome, what will happen? So okay, fine. If you feel that faith healer is not that friendly and will not be able to help you in a way that you want, can you ask your faith healer that, changing the day as night and night as day? Can your faith healer replace sun and moon? If at all, they are so much powerful. Example, because we know eventually it's a God who is the supreme of everything. So try believing that thought in that way and try adding a new thought. Given the evidence of the experiment, what is your new thought? Do you still believe that the faith healer is way more, what do you call, powerful than the God? Try asking these questions. I hope this will work, and along with that, other CBT worksheets you can utilize it. Uh, uh, there's something called anger diary. There's something. Do you know what is Socratic questioning?